What's going on, Joe fans? Centex Collector here with another review for G.I. Joe Classified, this time for Sci-Fi. Figure 177. Got this off of Amazon. Got our typical insert piece of paper. Here he is in the package. Go ahead and crack him out. Alright, definitely very reminiscent of the OG from '86. Looks like they just toned him down. We'll get into that. And I do have his original file card, the Laser Trooper. And if I remember, he was in the cartoons, because I predominantly watched the cartoons. I didn't read the comics. But from what I remember, he was in the cartoons, I believe, quite a bit. So he's got, so here's the backpack. So they mimicked it like the original. They just gave it, just swapped it to black and gave it some extra color there. But yeah, it looks just like the original. For some reason, they didn't add like the pegs that would have held the rifle. They skipped that. But yeah, very similar to the original. And then we're gonna have this hose here. It's probably the same hose this Telewiper had. It's like the original. Like one hose to backpack and then the other hose into the rifle, which looks like they basically mimicked the original rifle really closely, just kind of modernized. It's crazy how big the 1/18 scale 3 3/4 is almost as big as the 1/12 scale. And I've said this time again, they've just probably made them so big so kids wouldn't lose them. But that's funny. But yeah, it's just did some updates on this one. So this is basically a laser rifle. And it looks like they gave you like this blast effect. Oh, this comes off in twos. They've got twos. They've got, I guess, this like that. And then apparently it comes off here as well from the ball piece if you want just to have that like blast effect. That's interesting. And it plugs right into there. So it's a cool little addition, I guess. And of course this other is going to plug down into here. It's a Laser Trooper. I'm guessing the energy or whatever is coming out of here. And I like the updates here. Oh, there we go. Target locked. That's cool. Gave black and silver. Sci-Fi could care less for when I was a kid. I think he was one of those figures we probably got but necessarily didn't want to get him. So then they gave him, the helmet is removable. And then the cool thing is they gave him 2 face masks. So either you could attach the half mask like the original figure, or you could do full mask. I'm kind of leaning towards the full masks. I thought the half mask was kind of weird. But there's your full mask look. As what the vintage had, you know, the half mask, which if you wanted to keep it completely, there's the half mask if you want to go that route. So if we look at, I wonder if they borrowed this from Cobra Commander. So you see we've got the silver So they gave him black boots. You know, back in the day they were limited with coloring, but they gave him the silver, like, shins up to the knee. And then they toned down or dulled out the color of the pants and the shirt. It looks like they gave him, that's weird, like they gave him gloves and like a t-shirt look here, and then his elbows were like, just noticing that. I think he would have had a full shirt. But anyway, and then we got the pants. Looks like they kept like whatever this was here above the knees intact. And then the belt here. And whatever this was over here on this belt, they gave kind of over there. And then the main thing is the, oh, then they did like black gloves like the original. And they gave him like these gauntlets. Kind of had something there. So they gave him these updated like gauntlets around his wrists. Then they gave him full, like a full sleeve, as what I said, this one. And then they got the pouch on both sides like the original, but for some reason he had like skin right there. That's what this one's got full. Then they gave him black accents, which is nice. They gave him black accents on the pants, which they did. Oh yeah, the original had black accents in the inside of his legs. And then they took it up to the arms. And of course the chest plate was the big one that we knew was Sci-Fi. They gave him here to here, but they just made it all silver. So just big old silver chest plate. This one at least had the coloring here in these bars. Well, I guess they kind of did a darker on there. To the back. And then of course the same helmet. Just gave an updated look on the helmet. Same general gist. And this one he's got either full or half mask compared to the original. So yeah, I'm kind of digging this color better though than this one. I mean, I guess this one's more like tactical, but he's already a laser trooper, and it's like we have laser troopers currently. But yeah, it's definitely very reminiscent of the original 86. And then yes, that flows pretty good. And the boots, that's gotta be from Cobra Commander. No, I guess it's not. It's similar. It's actually different. Yeah, from Iron Man or something. But there we go. There's Sci-Fi, our laser trooper from 86. And like I said, honestly, if I wasn't collecting the whole line, this would be an easy pass for me. Because a kid, I never really cared for that figure. I think most of us got it just because our parents probably just bought it. Thankfully, back in the day, figures were fairly cheap back then, unlike now. But yeah, that's definitely an easy pass for me now. But yeah, there we go. There's Sci-Fi. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.